Yo, 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 yo. YouTube, what it do? Shabai, Shmokage. Back at it again with another police body cam. And man, oh man, I saw this and it just kind of pissed me off. Well, it didn't piss me off until I heard the little girl's voice just now. But it's a pervert, you feel me? Recording shit. Man, these motherfuckers all need to die. Like, comment, subscribe. Police Insider TV is the provider of this video. But this shit over here is Smokage talking his shit. So let's ride.
I looked underneath and there was this phone with 2 gold rings on it.
What you just saw was a statement from the 8-year-old victim. According to her mother, they were about to leave the restaurant when their daughter suddenly revealed the disgusting incident that occurred inside the bathroom. What the officers will uncover now is one of the most horrible things that can happen to a kid.
Let's call his mothers and let her know what's going on.
Okay, well, you can hang up.
This is the dad, friend, and I'm the manager here, right?
This the motherfucker right here. This the motherfucker right here. Brother, I did not expect this out of a brother. But brother, fuck is wrong with you, dog? Off with his head.
Cops are here, just ask you to put your phone down, man.
You just put it down. Put it down.
I got you.
You got no weapons on you, do you?
No. You can have them set up for now, alright? You got ID? I came to Atlantis to look for jobs. You see how I'm dressed? You see how my pants is?
Keep your hands on the table.
I just walked in not even that long ago. I was sweating because I was walking. I said, hey, are you hiring here? She said, yes, I'm going to get the hiring manager. I said, okay, I'm going to wipe my face off and come back. That's what I did. I went to go wipe my face off and came back. I'm staying here for as well because I know that I didn't do anything. I'm trying to say, hey, I did something. I showed them all my photos, showed them everything. Right now it's just...
Can you see the fence up?
The phone is over there.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly how she described it.
I want to ask you some questions to get clarified what transpired.
Okay, so right now you're being detained because we're investigating a crime that's alleged, okay? Right. 1 second. So before we could ask you any questions, we have to read you your rights, okay? So how old are you?
I'm 24.
You're 24. Why do you need to call your mom right now?
I'm calling my mom because I have other places to be. I went in the bathroom, washed my face off, and I was coming on the plane and I'm coming back out here. I walked back out here.
Man, me being a brother, me being a nigga. When you calling your mama nigga, you know either you about to quit your job or you did some fucked up shit or you know you been to go to jail. Gotta call your mama. Nigga, we know it. I know what time it is, nigga. Come on, say.
The dude stopped me right there. Not him, but the other guy stopped me and said, hey, was you in the woman's bathroom? I said, no. He said, okay, our daughter said she's seen your book bag. They just stopped me. I'm not sure about what for.
Okay. And where's your backpack?
Right here.
Can I see it? Thank you. Okay. I'm just going to put it over here, okay? All right. So you said you didn't go in the women's bathroom?
There's a camera right there in the hallway on that.
Perfect.
On
Okay,
that
so
against the
we
wall.
review the cameras, right? We
Yep.
review the cameras that you're coming in and all that. We're not going to see you enter the women's bathroom. So we're trying to figure out what's going on and what they're like. So if I review the video camera right now, because they're going to show us the video, I'm not going to see you enter the women's bathroom.
You're going to see me look at it, but you're not going to see me enter.
I'm going to see you look at it.
Yes.
Anything else?
You're gonna see me look at it. What kind of statement is that, brother? Fuck does that mean? You look at everything that you come across. Why would you? What? Come on, bro.
See in that video. So be honest with me.
No, I did not.
You open the door.
I opened the door. No, I did not. I looked at the woman's bathroom. I did not open the door.
So at no point did you
Looked at
enter
it.
the women's bathroom. At no point did you videotape anybody in the women's bathroom.
No, I
And you
didn't.
don't have your ID with you? So how are you going to apply for a job and look for jobs if you don't have your ID and they require an ID to get your
I was gonna go there, ask about the information, fill out the application, and when they do the hiring process, I was gonna give them my ID.
During the child's initial interview, she told officers
Hey,
the
nigga, you
suspect
sound
had a
like you
red
full of
phone with
shit.
2 gold rings on the back. But what seemed like an easy case soon took an unexpected turn, forcing officers to try a risky investigative tactic.
How long would you say you're in the bathroom?
For no longer than 3 minutes, I was around my area.
3?
Yes.
I got you. I have to ask a question. Do you have cameras in there?
Wish I did.
You never went in the women's bathroom. I mean, I want to make sure it's clear. I'm looking at the video and I'm seeing
Failure on behalf of
see
the
that men's
fucking
bathroom?
staff.
And you see the women's bathroom over to the left? Look over here.
Yeah.
Right there. You say you never went in there.
I opened it.
No. This one. I'm asking you a specific question. Did or did you not go into this bathroom?
Nah, I walked in there a little bit, but then I came out. I didn't go all the way in there.
But you went in there partially and came back out?
walked in there
Over
a
you
little
said you
bit.
never went in there. The video.
Hey man, first you notice this bitch ass nigga story keeps switching. First I went from I looked at it, and then I went in there a little bit. Take his bitch ass to jail, bro, or just take him out back and beat his ass real quick. Come on,
Shows you
son.
going in the door, closing.
Yeah, I went partly in there, then I came out. I didn't
So
use the bathroom.
okay, listen. If I open that door, walk inside, door closes, walk back out. Did I go inside the women's bathroom?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you did the same thing.
Came back
The
out.
question is, did you go into the women's bathroom? Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
Okay. Why would you say that when we specifically asked you, did you go into the women's bathroom? And your answer was?
No.
I looked at it.
Was that correct or incorrect?
Incorrect. But I
Right.
went in there and
So why would you do that? Why would you say, no, I didn't go in the women's bathroom when you did go in the women's bathroom? Which stall did you go into in the
I
women's
didn't.
bathroom?
I said I didn't go in any store. I didn't go wash my hands there. I went in the bathroom and came right back out.
Well, you didn't come right back out because it wasn't the in and out. It wasn't like, oh shit, wait a minute, and I'm back out. Because I'm looking at the video and time for time you went in and time went out. So how long were you in there?
Maybe like
Wait a minute, officer. See, this is where the police can lie to your ass. You just see the manager said there was no video.
Cameras in there?
Yeah. Now he just told him. So now he finna get him to snitch on himself. Damn.
10 seconds. I'm not sure.
Absolutely not. I look at the time when you go in, and then I look when you come out. It's more than 11 seconds. I want stuff that I can actually see, stuff that I can prove. And so far, the stuff that I can prove, you're lying about.
I just went in there. I was thinking about putting my hoodie on to see if I would look better with my hoodie on because my hat.
This is kind of like an example of even if you is lying, you just got to keep going with the lie. Because if he would have kept with the lie, took it to court, he might have got off because the police ain't got no damn footage. He's talking bullshit. Damn.
Under my hat, it looked crazy. I did it.
You did that in the women's bathroom? In the mirror?
Yeah, that's all I did. I was like this. And that's all I did.
You haven't been truthful since we've been talking to you.
I have. I came here, I talked to the lady, I went to the bathroom.
Well, what I'm saying is the reason that you're saying now about going into women's bathroom because you're caught. I mean, we know you went into the bathroom. Now you're giving an excuse of why you went into the bathroom.
Officer Valentin approached the victim once again to get a more detailed account of the incident. Meanwhile, Sergeant Lundy continued dealing with Amir, who was slowly realizing he wasn't the smartest person in the conversation.
So today, who were you with?
My soccer friends, like a family of 4. So like 2 families.
And then do you want to just tell me everything that happened, like when you guys got here?
I'd say like 5 minutes later a guy came and like ordered our drinks, and then like 10 minutes later we ordered our food, and then when I was done eating my food, my dad told me to go wash my hands and use the bathroom before we go back to the fields before I had my soccer game.
And usually lying don't make sense. When it's truthful, it flows. I mean, it was smooth. All I went up there and asked the lady, I said, hey, did he go into the, tell me what happened. Oh, he came up and interviewed. Exactly what you said. Video shows you going, doing that. You go up front, walking to the restaurant, going to the bathroom. You look at the other camera, sees you go into the women's bathroom. But then I stopped and said, well, no, he said he ain't going to the women's bathroom. Okay, he lied about that. Check.
And then I made eye contact with the guy, and he walked into the men's and he walked straight out. And I walked into the women's, sat on the toilet, and then I heard someone enter the restroom and go in the stall to my right. And then I saw a black backpack, and then I looked down and I saw a phone, and then I kept watching it. And I tried to cover myself up so I didn't see my private parts and stuff.
Let me see how long he was in the bathroom. I said, he was in there for a while. I'm gonna see if he's gonna lie about that. I said, how long you been in the bathroom? What you say? 11 seconds. That ain't even nowhere close.
With this stupid ass hat on.
I'm in there for, I'm just giving you an example, 2-3 minutes. Right? I know I wasn't in the bathroom for 11 seconds. Now, if you would have came out and said, hey, look, I was in there a couple minutes, okay, you tell me the truth about that. But when you come out talking about 11 seconds, I ain't buying that.
I made sure that my mom was up before me so I could get close to her. She asked me what's wrong, and I said, I'll tell you when we get to the car. And then I said, when we got outside, I said it made me feel really uncomfortable, and then I told her what happened, what I basically just told you. And then they all hopped out of the car, and my dad walked in the bathroom, and as he walked out, the guy was behind him, and he was pointing like that to my mom. And then my mom came over and said, I want to see your phone right now, because I didn't know if it was videotaping, but it was facing me, and I felt like.
When you say facing you, can you just describe what was facing you? Is it this side, or something else?
Back here. So if you were to video something
Amir, seemingly clueless about the severity of his actions, continued to dig his grave deeper. However, Officer Valentine later received news that broke her heart.
So I was able to talk to everybody that was involved, okay? And like I said, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, just being honest. At no point were you also inside a stall using the bathroom? No, at any point did you
put my book back down
on the ground?
One person was in this stall, one person was in that stall, another person was in that stall. That was the only open stall that was there. I didn't need that.
See how you're skipping parts, you say, well, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. I'm not asking, I'm asking basic, simple questions. I need you to be honest, because you're giving me lies again, okay? You just said that you didn't go inside a stall, but now you're saying you did go in a stall. You can see how none of this makes sense. Your phone is put down, and your backpack is put down while you're inside the stall, and there's somebody next to that stall. Is your camera on? Amir, are you being honest, or is this a lie? Because we can't fix lies. See how you're saying shouldn't? We should know what's on or not on.
My life, bro.
Was your phone where the camera lens is showing that stall? Was it leaned up against the toilet?
No, it was not leaned up against the toilet.
It was leaned up on the floor, but it's like this. It's not like that. It's like this, right?
It could be like this. Kind of like this, leaned up, or it could be like this.
But you were inside the stall. What did you do inside the stall?
That's why I took my Vaseline alone, like I said, when after you sent my book.
Did you do anything with
Vaseline.
You didn't put it anywhere else on your body?
No.
Oh my god.
I just need you to walk with me over here. Keep your hands up. Yeah.
Comes out a little bit. No, we're going this way.
You say you can go out there.
Go ahead, what's up?
Dog need his ass
They have no proof
whooped.
of doing anything. Just going in that bathroom.
I don't know. I didn't investigate this one. But they got something on you. Yeah, you see that? Nothing in there, right? You see that? It's on you. You see anything in here? Alright, so there is anything in here. After she gets you to the jail, it's going to be yours. So, we search you got nothing else on you, right? Alright, have a seat.
He did have his wallet. You lied to me. Alright, Mayor, you're under arrest, okay? Video voyeurism. It's expectation of privacy. You shouldn't have been in that stall with your phone recording. You're getting arrested.
Yeah, you were, bro.
I'm gonna do a search warrant on your
You was in
phone.
there beating your
whatever
meat,
we discover on your
bitch-ass
phone,
nigga.
even though there's like deleted items, we can still recover that.
I'm not trying to get charged. I'm not trying to go to court, have my name all over the internet for something I didn't do, and then people looking at me saying, "Hey, you got arrested."
There's no way for me to release you right here, right now. I just have to book you in. You can make your phone calls when you go in there, call whoever to bond you out.
I'm homeless. I don't got nobody to bond me. Every way that I can give you the code, you look through it, they able to leave today without being booked. I'm not trying to get arrested.
You're already arrested. I think that's what you're confusing. Okay. All right. So you don't want to give your code? Okay. Hey, should I just turn the phone back on, or just leave it off?
No, turn it into P&E.
Oh, okay. So turn in P&E.
Yeah.
All right.
In the future, just for learning purposes, never let the phone power off. Airplane modes are protected from getting wiped by somebody for alterations to the evidence. The reason why we leave it on is because that, like those videos and the lawyers videos and stuff, those are in a manner which our forensic tools can get if the phone stays powered on. Once that phone powers off, that stuff that we need to kind of grab out of the phone goes away until the person puts their passcode back in. All your web searches, your images, your videos mostly are gone when that happens. So it's crucial that that does not happen for that reason. Realistically, yes, the evidence is gone. We may be able to still get it, but there's a high chance that if we do get it, it's not for months or years now.
I feel like crying. Jesus.
Amir was booked and charged with video voyeurism by a person 24 years of age or older against a child under 16 years of age. It is considered a second-degree felony with a level 6 offense severity ranking. If convicted, he could face up to 15 years in prison and be fined up to $10,000. He would also be placed on the sex offender registry and would be ineligible to seal his record. Amir was denied bond. YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen.
Yeah, this bitch ass nigga definitely need to serve that 15 and get whatever the fuck else he gets. Shit is ridiculous. I need to go back and check, but I think they said the cop accidentally turned the phone off, so it erased all the data, all the evidence that they had against this bitch ass nigga. So that's kind of fucked up, but this is just disgusting, man. But I hate to see that it's a brother. Normally it ain't that, because like I said, I'm watching a Predator video right now right on my YouTube right here. Shout out to Colorado Pet Patrol. I fucks with them. They be catching all these weirdos, but majority of the time it's some Caucasian fuck. Look at this little bit, bitch ass nigga. I was playing, but fuck this nigga right here though. But appreciate y'all watching this shit with me, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Started up a new YouTube channel for my people that's into wrestling. If y'all into wrestling at all, I just posted my first video. I did a Raw recap talking about this hot garbage that WWE be putting on. So if you fuck with it, go give me a subscribe over there. It should be in my shit. If it isn't, I'm gonna figure it out. But till the next time, holla at you good people. Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. Peace.